is working. We are now live. Hello, and welcome. So, for today, I will be working on cosplay animal ears. I have a lot of ear. Well, I say a lot, and I just have 13 pairs of ears here, so not like anything crazy, but I have 13 pairs of ears to finish trimming and painting, and so we're gonna get started on that. Hello, hi Evil Leia, how you doing? Ah, it's good to be back. How was everyone's weekend? Mine was busy weekend. But with all good things. It was more busy in the sense that I got a lot of stuff done. A lot done. Hey, it's Isaac. Hi, Isaac. How you doing? Doing pretty good, Isaac. Just gonna work on some ears here, and oh, exciting thing! I'll show you. I finished another commission. Right over here. I finished the Taku smartwatch. Yay! Here, I'll slide this over. I finished this. I am super happy with how it turned out, and yeah, I'm really happy. This took way longer than I thought, but it was mostly due to weather. It would be like too hot, so I couldn't work outside, and then there was one day where it rained and I couldn't prime it because it was too humid. So there's just things out of my control that set me back, but I'm happy it's done. So, and it will be shipped off really soon here. That's another goal of today. I gotta find a box and wrap this guy up so he can be sent to his new home. Hey, it's CR. Hi, CR. How you doing? This is just a commission I was showing off that I just completed. So I'm really excited. But that's not gonna be the main thing of today. The main thing is animal ears. Animal ears. So I'm gonna work on I have a couple of pairs here that need to be trimmed, and then I have my paints all set up and I'll paint them. And yeah, it's just gonna be a good chill day. This pair I already started last night, but that's as far as I got because I got too tired. I'll put this off to the side. Ooh, what kind of pizza do you got, Isaac? Depends. What kind of pizza? Julie, you're so funny. I couldn't take a box from a kitten. That'd be sad. Actually, we have a big box right now that Ivy is loving to play with. And oh my gosh, she is a crazy cat. So yes, I have asked kittens, I guess, and she, well, that's way too big of a box for that bracelet. Yep, and then I just trim the fur like this. A lot of people use like like shears or a shaver. Back when I first started making these ears, I didn't have one of those, and I just never invested in one. I found this method and I really like this method. I feel like I can keep the fur very fluffy this way. I don't know, this method has just always worked for me really well. Probably most ear makers would think that I'm absolutely crazy doing it this way, but you know what? It works for me, so. Pepperoni, you got pepperoni pizza. Yeah, that sounds good, Isaac. I usually go for veggie pizza. That's usually my type. Ka, you do not need to buy cheap shears. I actually like my method of using the scissors. I don't know, I feel like I can have more control on the fluffiness, where the shears it's just kind of like um one length. So even if I did get shears, I think I would just end up going right back to the scissors. Look at them. Eee, it's so pretty. All right, now onto these ones. And so then for the sides, where sometimes glue sticks out, or um, sometimes the fur is just ever so slightly too big or too small. Just like to clean up the edges with the scissors. Hey, good job, Evolea, getting a stream streak. Oh. I see what you're saying, Ka. Like, oh, the Discord joke. Oh, I got you. Sorry. That joke went way over my head at first. Alright, Evolea. What? Guess what? What is it? What should I be guessing? Is it the stream streak? I like the dancing cats. That's very, very cute. Oh, that's cool, Isaac. Aw, I'm sorry that you didn't go to the same expo. Hey, maybe next time, next year, or maybe he'll come to a local one. Maybe not this time, but maybe next time. There will always be more cons. 100 streams? What? Wait, is this the 100th stream? I swear I've done more than that. See, I don't even know. I'm klutzy. What? See, I'm even bad at keeping track of stuff like that. Is today the 100th stream? No. Is it? Otherwise, that's a pretty big number. I should have planned something, but I wasn't even aware. Shows you how much I pay attention. Oh, it's 100. Today's the 100th stream since I became an affiliate. Wow, well, that's cool. I know, and you're right, Evolea. Time does go by really fast. Well, thank you, Evolea, for the heads up, because that also went right over my head. No, I think that's kind of cool. Wow, 100 streams. That's crazy to me. You know what, Isaac? I think saving up to go to a con is a good idea. I think that's definitely worth it, and you should go for it. Yeah, save up. Especially like if your favorite voice actor is gonna be there. Meet and greets are always a lot of fun. Save up for pictures and autographs. Yeah, go for it. Alrighty. Fur, so much fur. I have so much fur floating around in my room right now. Oh my gosh. Too much. Yeah, I want to get these ears, like I want a ton of ears ready in time for UwuCon, um, which will be the first weekend in October, which I know that, I know that's like, sounds like so far away from now, but I know it'll be here before you know it. Also, too, I have another cosplay I want to work on. This will be just a casual cosplay, but I will be going in September to a I'll be going to a con with some friends, and I want to make a cosplay for it. So yeah, and then I just haven't had time to get to the cosplay, and I don't know, time just went really fast. Like I should have probably started it sooner. It's a casual cosplay. There's only a couple of elements that shouldn't take me too long to complete. But all of a sudden I'm like, ah. Like this month went by so fast. I've been so busy with commissions and finishing those up that I'm like, oh my gosh. I have a cosplay I'm supposed to get done, and I'm supposed to get things made for my next shows. Lots to do. Ah, look at these ears. They're so cute. More cute and adorable ears. Hey, that's good. That's good, Isaac, that you're saving up to go to a voice acting studio and audition and that kind of stuff. That's good. No, that's even super exciting. Don't ever be afraid to go for your dreams. I think that is awesome. I think that's a cool dream too. And I know you can do it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, and so these ones here with the yellow and the magenta actually are from scrap pieces. So I started looking at some of my like larger scrap pieces and tinier amounts of fur could be used to make tiny ears. And um, faux fur is not cheap, and I hate for anything to go to waste. So I try to use up as much as I can. As much as I can in every little bit that I can. And you know what? If I can make an extra pair of ears out of scrap fur, I will do it. Hey, it's Win. Hi, Win. How you doing? This color combo kind of reminds me of like gummy worms. Very bright, very colorful. I actually kind of like it. I like this very neon color palette here. I think it'll make for a very fun set of ears, something unique. You know what? I kind of like that, Evolea. I like that. Don't ever be afraid of chasing your dreams. I think that's so true. Takes a lot of hard work to chase your dreams, so don't be afraid to work hard. And sometimes too, I find that dreams like will take shape like differently than you ever thought they would. There we go. Oh man, that sucks when that you did yard work and you got bitten by mosquitoes. I swear those mosquitoes are the worst. At least you're not in any pain. That's good. That is good. Oh, I'm good. Doing good. I finished up the Teku smartwatch commission and super happy about that. Now just getting to some ears. I'm going to be starting a new cosplay pretty soon. Very casual though. This cosplay is going to be very it's like a casual interpretation of this character, and so nothing intense. But I do still want to work on this new cosplay while also getting my actual work like done. I don't know about that, Evil Leia. I kind of don't want to be liked by mosquitoes. That's okay. If mosquitoes end up not liking me, that's just fine. I'd prefer not to be bitten. Oh my gosh, especially so we have two types of mosquitoes here. I don't know their names, but there's really big ones. And I say really big, and they're big for a mosquito, they're just mosquito size. But they're all black. And then there's tiny ones that I call zebra striped ones because their wings look like black and white stripes. I'm like allergic to those ones. Those ones will bite me and it feels like fire. Oh my gosh, I hate the striped ones so much. Like I swell 2 times as much and it burns. My skin burns from the bite. Ah. But the other ones, just like the normal all black mosquitoes, those ones, I just get an annoying bug bite and it feels like every other bug bite and it's just like irritating and it's like, sometimes I don't even notice it at first until I like bump it and then it's like, oh, lovely, I was bitten. Yeah, working outside, like, because I have to work outside for like all my foam smithing and stuff, and I'll get bit. But I have found a trick. Thankfully, on our patio, we have a fan. So I'll turn on the fan, which mosquitoes hate airflow. They like still air. They don't like any kind of wind or anything. But and that'll keep away the small ones, but then the big ones, the fan doesn't really affect them too much. A little bit, but not really. So also mosquitoes hate the smell of smoke like most bugs. So I'll end up lighting incense. And actually between the fan and the incense, I'll almost never get bitten. So doesn't really help with yard work, but if you're like on a patio working and you're just still in one location, hey, lighting some incense or getting like some kind of smoke is a good idea because they hate that. And they will stay away from any kind of smoke. Oh man, that sucks when I'm sorry you got bit up by all the different kinds of bugs. That sucks. Hey, good job, Win. Good job getting the stream streak. That is awesome. Hey, and it's Blood. Oh, good job, Blood. Good job getting the stream streak too. You guys are awesome. Thank you all for always being so loyal and stopping by and hanging out. I appreciate you all a lot. I do. Alrighty. Yay! I got these lemon raspberry ears done. The yellow and magenta. Look how cute they are. Adorable. Ooh, you got news? What's the news, Win? I hope that it's good news, whatever kind of news that it is. Now I got these black and white ones. Snow fox ears. Another favorite of everyone's. I swear, as soon as these snow fox ones are put out on the table, they leave. Um, so if I'm at a show and you want your snow fox ears, come to my table first and pick them up because they do disappear. Yeah, I think like at Fan Fusion this year, I think by like midday Saturday, like all my fox ears, whether it be snow fox ears or um, the red fox ears, they all were left. That was it. They were all gone. Same with my extra small ears, the tiny ones. Those all left too. I felt bad. By Sunday, I had like no extra. I had like maybe two, or even if that, extra small ears left, and people kept coming by my booth like, I want small ears. And I'm like, well, you should have came by on Friday or Saturday. So I'll be making even more of those extra smalls just because they're so popular too. And also the fox ones. Hey, it's Penguin! Hi, Penguin, how you doing? Aw, and thank you for the sub. Thank you, Penguin. You are awesome. Oh my gosh. It's every little, like, every sub helps me out so much and supporting my art. So thank you. Hey, that's okay, Penguin. No worries. Even just popping in for a little bit is awesome. And I wish you the best of luck with your training. Hope it all goes good. Hopefully that training is easy. Hey, that's awesome, Win. Yay! That's cool that you're doing like yard work now for people and stuff and have a little job doing that. That's awesome. Win, I wish you the best of luck with that and I hope it brings you success and I hope a lot of people ask you to do yard work for them. That'll be some extra money for you too, which I know will be very nice. Yeah, no, that's awesome, Win. That is awesome. So much fur. So much teeny fur floating around. Hey, that's good goals to have. Money for cons or raves. That's good goals. There we go. There we go. Yep. One ear down. One ear of the snow fox. I do like making the two-toned ears. I think that they always turn out very fun and very cute. I also I use two different pieces of fur on the back. Most ear makers will just like paint on the different tones, like it'll be all white fur and then they'll paint on the black tips. But why I don't like that is because the fur, after you paint it, kind of turns like crusty. And I want to keep the fur nice and soft the whole way through. So that's why I end up using two tones. Aw, thank you, Win, for posting the Discord. How many do I have after this one? I have two more, and then I'll get to painting. Yeah, my goal is to finish all the ears that I have here, all 13. I think I can do it. And one of the 13 includes your mouse ears, Win. And actually soon, so I did a little fur inventory of like how much faux fur I have. And this last show, I pretty much used up all my like dark brown fur. I have some burnt sienna, actually, like, I think I got a yard last time of like just the burnt sienna, but I don't have anything darker. And so I was thinking about getting some dark brown, making an order. Does anyone else have any suggestions on fur colors I should get? Um, I know dark blue was a first suggestion people were asking for at the shows. But besides, like, oh, I should probably pick up more blonde fur too. I don't have many. I have like tan, but I don't have like light blonde. Hey, that's good. Yeah, little Bernard cosplay, which I think will be such a fun cosplay win. That'll be fun. Yeah, maybe some dark blue. Make some dark blue ears. Oh, I do need more red though. That's for sure. Like that dark brick red. People love the Alistair ears, and that's the perfect color for him. That I need. I should probably make a list. It's gonna be a big order of fur. There we go. I hope so too for you, Win. I hope you find your Miss Bianca. That would be fun. That'd be such a cute little couples cosplay. All right. I know, right? Cleaning the fur. There's so much fur everywhere. Look. So cute. So cute. Little snow fox ears. Very, very popular. Then I have these orange and yellow ears, also made from just scrap fur. And after that, I have one more pair of snow fox ears. See, these ones kind of remind me of little candy corns. They're little candy corn ears. Candy corn ears. I know. Who knows? See, who knew this would take on a life of its own? and then I'm gonna also too, what I need is more flower crown ears. I actually don't have many left of those either. I'll probably just do like a whole batch of just flower crown ears. Usually I try to like do my like normal just on the wire headband ears, and then I'll like do one or two of the flower crown ears, but then when cutting the fur for these guys, I completely forgot about my plan. So I think it'll just be easier if I make a batch where it's just flower crown ears. Because almost done. I have so many, I have so much like flowers, and I got big headbands. Also, I have horns that have been primed since earlier this year, and they are ready to be painted, and I haven't painted them yet. I also have some horns that are actually ready to be sanded. I was supposed to sand them when I was sanding the Teku smartwatch, but I kind of forgot about it, sadly. Kind of forgot. Whoopsies. But it's okay. My mindset was to really get that like commission done, so it's okay. Yeah, do. I try to. I know it doesn't seem like I work on a plan, but I do try to keep somewhat of a plan. You know, step by step, what am I gonna do? I know so often that doesn't look like the case, but I actually do plan things out. Sometimes roughly, sometimes more exact, but I don't know. I try my best. Because planning things out does help with time management. And like, first I'll do this, and then I'll do this, and then this. And yes, they are the candy corn ears. Perfect for Halloween. Yeah, this orange and yellow works so well together. There we go. That is true. I always got plans. I always got ideas. I always got plans. Yep, I think I'm officially calling these candy corn ears. I don't know, these like multicolored, like the bright color is new. I've only so far done this pattern with like fox ears, both snow fox and the red fox. So I've never, and I've done it with like, I don't know what to call the brown ones, like this style. I don't know, they kind of look very cat-like to me. They could be fit for anything, really. But this is the first time with like brightly colors paired with bright colors. So we'll see how people react. I hope people like them. I like making them. I like the look of them. I think they're definitely very unique. Who knows, maybe I'll add in a third stripe and I'll make some like actual candy corn ears that look more like candy corn. Not on the extra smalls though, that's too small bits of fur. The fur I'll only do so tiny. I've done really small before and it can be a pain to glue. So this is definitely the smallest I'll go. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. I try my best. I do. I try my best to keep each pair looking good and every pair as perfect as it can be. There we go. Here we go. Yay! Look how cute those are. They're adorable. So cute. The little candy corn ears. Yeah, I like these little guys. These are cute. Alrighty, and now for the last pair. Yeah, some of these edges aren't the cleanest, so that's why I also trim them, because they need to be trimmed. Gotta keep pretty edges. There we go. Okay. Yeah, looking cute, looking cute. It's Nacho! Hi Nacho, how you doing? Came in a good time. I'm trimming the last pair of snow fox ears. And then I'll be on to painting. How you doing, Nacho? How are your own projects coming along? Tired? Oh no. Were you up too late last night writing? Because I know you said you were going to start writing your script last night for the horror movie. Did you stay up late doing that or no? my gosh. You had thunder wake you up at 4 a.m.? Oh my gosh. We didn't get any storms like that here. I don't even know. I mean, Ivy woke me up at 5 a.m. this morning. If you consider that a cat storm. Oh man. Hey, good storm, but that sucks that it woke you up though. Oh man. I swear I think the desert needs more rain. We got some rain, but I think it needs some more. It's too hot. That they do. Storms do make messes. They stir everything up. Super fluffy ears. The fluff. So much fuzz. I might even take a lint roller to my table afterwards. I do that. Sometimes there's just so much fur, it just won't sweep away. So I end up just taking a lint roller. And there we go. Now I got a pair of snow fox ears all ready to be painted. Yay! I'm just gonna wipe this down. Snow fox. Yep. Exactly. They're cute. Yeah, no, I like the snow fox ears. I like making them too. I like how they turn out. Actually, I'm gonna trim this a little bit better. I don't like exactly the shape of these. There you go. That's way better. Snow fox. Alrighty, now time for painting. I have my paints here next to me. I'll put these aside. And here's my palette. I know, it looks messy and dirty, but it's all dry. You know me, I just keep layering on paint until it's so thick that I can peel it off. Alrighty, so for the insides of the ears, I know you would assume that I would just go right for pink, but I find that this rose pink is a little too bubblegum. And I find it's a little bit too intense of a color just by itself. So I like to mix it with other colors. And I'm almost out of this pink too. Yeah. I was afraid I might have to... Nope, well, this won't open this way. I was kind of afraid that I'd have to open it and like have it in a jar, but maybe not. There we go. I'll do that next time where I'll make it into a jar, which I have right here. And a little bit of burnt sienna. And I had yellow. What did I do with my yellow? Did I leave my yellow over there? Here it is. Here's the yellow. Onto painting exactly when... Just a little bit of yellow. Okay, and then I'm going to take my brush, dip it in some water. There we go. And I take a little bit of white. I take some pink, some yellow, and some burnt sienna, and I mix it. And it turns into kind of like a flesh color. Actually, this is all the same colors that I use when I do flesh tones. And this is a little too tan. I want something a little more on the pink side. There we go. I like that pink color. I think that'll work nicely. Maybe I'll add in a little bit more pink. All right, so I like that, but it's a little too thick to paint the ears with. So what I do is I make it super watery. Basically almost like a watercolor consistency. And there we go. And once I find a consistency that I like, or it's really watery, I'm gonna wash my brush really well. Wash my brush, and then I'll grab a pair of ears, start painting. Pretty much what I use is like a fluffy brush and then also a flat brush. This aside. Put that aside. And which pair of ears should I start with? You know what, Win? Let's start with your mouse ears. That'll be the first ones painted today. Dipping my fluffy brush into water. Get some paint on it. Putting just a little bit of paint in the corners. Put this over here. And then I take my finger and I kind of blend in the paint. There we go. And then for the next pair of ears, for the next side of the ears, one side, now do the other side. There we go. And then I'm gonna dip my flat brush into the paint and add the detail on the side, kind of like the fold inside the ear. There we go. Cute! And now I'm gonna do the other ear. I'm glad you got some popcorn, Win. Got some popcorn for this show. All right. There you go, Win. There's your gray mouse ears. There you go. I will let these dry and then possibly later today put them on a headband. So yeah, either today or tomorrow. That's my plan. I'm gonna try to work on my other cosplay, so we'll see. But there's your mouse ears. All right, just putting these aside. Here, let's get some red fox ears here. It's Bagelmeister. Hi, Bagelmeister. How you doing? Aw, I'm glad you like the mouse ears, Win. Yay! That makes me happy. Good, doing good, Bagelmeister. How is... Oh gosh, I was like feeling this ear and I'm like, this ear feels weird. I totally forgot to glue the bottom. Did I forget on this side too? No, I didn't. Okay, well, yeah, you know what? I could still paint it. I'll just have to go. Well, no, I want to remember that this needs to be, so I'm not gonna. Well, then I have to mix new paint. I'm gonna paint it and then I'm gonna put it by my hot glue gun so that I don't forget to fix that because that's a big no-y. that's a no-no. I have to make sure that is done before I put it on a headband. But yeah, sorry, answering your question, Bagelmeister, my weekend was good. Busy finishing up like commissions and that kind of stuff. How about you, Bagelmeister? How was your weekend? You know, it's funny when doing these ears, I always find a pair of ears that I forgot to glue one side of. It always ends up being an oopsie. I always end up catching it before they go into inventory, which is a good thing. But, well, I feel like I would notice right away, even if I didn't notice at this point, but when I would try to go and put it on a headband, I would definitely notice. It's funny because I almost put away my hot glue gun too. I was like, I don't need this anymore. I'm like, but what if I do? Like, nah, I'll be fine. I'm like, but I should leave it out. Good thing I left it out. Oh my gosh, a music festival sounds like fun. And Bagelmeister, you are not too old. No, you are not. Sorry that you got your ass beat, though. That sucks. All right, there you go. Oh no, not the knees. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, Bagelmeister. Yeah, that sucks. Hey, that's good. As long as you had fun in the end, Bagel, I think it's worth it. That's good. At least you had fun. There we go. No, I'm not a huge emo band fan. I mean, I don't know. I'm not against it. I don't know. And I don't hate them. I think it's fun, but you know me, I usually go more on the EDM side of things. But I bet it was a party. I bet the energy was fun. All right, actually, no, I should put these next to the hot glue gun so I don't forget to glue these. There we go. Can't forget. I've done that before one time with a pair of ears where I forgot to glue one side and I just kept forgetting and then they missed an entire show. And I was like, no, that's the last time I'm ever doing that. It's never happening again. Hey, it's okay. In this chat, every question's open chat, if someone wants to chime into any, I say we're all having a big old group chat, so you're all good. When I think anyone who asks a question, anyone can answer. And actually, with everyone who normally comes in here, I don't think anyone would be butthurt about that anyway. So, yeah, Win, what's some of your favorite bands? Yeah, in Bagel, who did you end up seeing? Who was at this festival? Kind of curious. Because when you said the festival name, I didn't recognize it. And I know you have a love for country music, so I assumed it was country at first. Oh, what? That's cool. Ah. No, see, that's cool, Bagel. Ah. And I know every like time they play, they always play the Scooby Doo theme song too. Ah, I love that. I bet that was a party. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm ever so slightly jelly. You said Scooby Doo, and I'm like, I'm sold. Oh, that's super cool. The Midnight. I've never heard of that band, Lynn. Very interesting. The Midnight. I don't know them. Oh, I remember you talking about Bowling for Soup Bagel. Now that you say their name, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember. You've talked about them before. Oh, for theme for Phineas and Ferb. Oh my gosh, that would have been fun too. Oh my gosh, it was like a nostalgic concert. That's fun. I love that. I used to really like Phineas and Ferb. I had a Perry the Platypus beanie that I used to wear all the time, and I still have it. In high school, I used to wear that beanie all the time. Oh, still a nerd, but gosh, I was a nerd. Wow, there was a lot playing. That is awesome. That's fun. Alrighty. Yay! Now the sour gummy worm ears are painted and ready to dry. I like how they all seem to have like food names. We've given them food names. Aww. No, it sounds like you had fun. Sounds awesome. Yup. Platypus. Perry the platypus. Uh-oh, I probably put a little bit too much pink here on accident. Oh well, it happens. I'm gonna just try to work in that pink. There we go. Clean my brush. And get the flat brush. As you can see, it's kind of repetitive. I do get into a groove. Kind of get into a groove and just keep going. Keep going, keep going. There we go. And now another set painted. Yeah, maybe later today I'll put these all on headbands, get the jewelry. Thankfully, the oil paint doesn't take, I mean, gosh, this isn't oil paint, this is acrylic. Sorry about that. Thankfully, the acrylic paint dries pretty quickly. So, give it like, I usually like wait like an hour and it's dry and then I can like move on. An hour or two, typically, depending on how thick the paint is and how much water I put in, because that fur does hold on to the water. Aw, that's all right, Bagel. Thank you for stopping in. It was good to chat with you, and thank you for hanging out. Yeah. Aw, I will, Bagel. I'll let everyone know. Bye for now. Aw, that's fun, Evil Leia. That's awesome. Hey, I like that. Art fight. Wait a minute. I've heard of art fight. Um, is that you that told? No, I don't think it's you, Evil Leia, who told me about art fight. Someone told me about it, and I actually almost participated, but then I saw how much work I have to get done, and like the commissions were piling up, and then I have my own personal projects I want to get done with for my own deadlines, and then I have like, I have shows to get ready for, and I just did the math in my head, and I'm like, I can't participate in this internet challenge, sadly. I just don't have the time to do so, but I think it is a lot of fun, and that's awesome. It wasn't you? Okay, so someone else, but I have heard of this art fight thing. Well, I'm glad that, Evolea, that you're participating and having fun with it. That's awesome. Hey, if you want to ever share any of your drawings in the Discord, you're more than welcome to. Only if you want to, though. No worries if you don't want to. I'm always worried about smudging this pink and getting it on the, especially with the white fur, and getting it on something that I don't mean to. Like, yeah, don't smudge. Please don't smudge. That's fun though. That's fun, Evo Leia. I'm glad that you're taking part in an internet challenge. That's fun. And having fun with it. Should only be for fun. My next confirmed show is UwuCon in October, first weekend of October. I am on the wait list for a couple of others, but that is my next confirmed one. That's the one I'm really like preparing for, because all the others are uncertain. You know, honestly, Evolea, drawing just takes a lot of practice. And the more you practice, the more you work on it, the better you will naturally get. So I say just keep drawing. Don't judge yourself. I think one of the worst things that you can do is um, look at your like drawing and be like, this is bad, I'm bad, and then just stop. Rather be like, okay, if you don't like something, what do you not like about it? And then learn how to change that for the next drawing. If you're like, well, the eyes look a little wonky, well, how can you make those eyes look better? Or if you're like, the proportions look off, well, how can you make those proportions better? And just keep practicing. And really, honestly, how you get good at drawing is you just keep doing it. You just keep working, keep practicing, and also keep challenging yourself, like setting yourself like with mini goals, or um yeah, like having like mini goals and say, I want to learn how to do this skill, and just keep working at it. And I say, if you have a passion and a desire to keep learning, then you will get better and better as time goes on. And it does, it takes a lot of practice to get good at drawing and art, and like any kind of skill at all, it takes a lot of effort. I actually like it when artists do show like their growth of like, oh look, this was my art like 10 years ago, and you see how much they've grown. And I think it's just, it almost brings everything back down to earth of, you know, everyone starts from somewhere, and no one just wakes up in the morning and is like, oh, you know what, I feel like being an expert artist, and then suddenly they're this master, and they put no energy into it, which that's not realistic and that never happens. I know, that's kind of cool. When you kind of have like a little birthday con, which that'll be fun. There we go. I like these little black kitten ears. Very cute. They are Ivy ears. They are. Little Miss Ivy, who wakes up at 4 a.m. and wakes everyone up because she decides to bounce all around and run and run and run some more and run. She's a crazy cat. Yeah, very true. And that's what I tell a lot of people too. It really like being an artist is like working out, and you have to keep working on those skills too. Like you can't just be like, oh, I created a masterpiece, I never have to work on it ever again. Nope, you just got to keep working on it. Now I'm making little gray and purple ears. I actually like how these ones turned out. They're cute. Again, I used scrap fur to make this set here. I had a big chunk of purple and a fairly large chunk of gray. Too small for my even the small ears, but big enough for the just the like these little like half sizes, the two-toned pattern. Just big enough. So I'm like, yay. And then I'm gonna go along the edge with my flat brush again. I think I'm actually gonna let a good 2 hours for these guys to dry before I move on to headbands, because there is a lot of water in this paint and I really don't want this paint to smudge or get anywhere. These look so cute. They're just little ears. Tiny ears. Where can I put the tiny ears? And then I have another set of snowfox here. I think my favorite part, though, of making the ears is choosing the earrings. I love to accessorize them. I just find it so much fun. Is that a bunny necklace? No, it's not a bunny. It's a fairy. It's a, hold on, I'll show you in a second. No, she's a little fairy. And then I have an acorn and a star. There we go. Here, I'll show you. It's not a bunny. It's a fairy. If I can find the as I almost lost it because I am a complete klutz. Yeah, see? She's like a little fairy. It's like a little window. It's like one of those, it's supposed to imitate like one of those like Victorian type style. It's really just casted resin, but you know, like those old fashioned necklaces that was like carved ivory? It's what it's supposed to look like, but it's, I want to say it's hand carved and then poured resin. I'm not sure. Came from the Fairy magazine, so, um, they support so many other artists and that kind of stuff, so I want to say it's handmade in some sort of way. I recently shortened the chain because the chain it was on, the necklace was so long that when I work, this pendant just like clinks into things, and I'm so worried it's going to like chip the resin. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I like my fairy necklace, so I never wore it. And then I'm like, I'm so dumb. Why don't I just shorten the chain? I have everything to shorten the chain. I have all the materials, and that's really no big deal. So, um, pulled it from my jewelry and shortened the chain, and now I'm finally wearing it. No, it's not a bunny. I could see how it could look like a bunny, especially with the wings, like the silhouette. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Win. Yeah, I like fun accessories. You all know me. Anything with fairies and that kind of stuff. By the way, sorry that I keep like wiping my face. The fur is just like there's so much fur in the air right now. It's just like clinging, and then I feel like little itches. So I'm like constantly like, go away, fur, go away. If you're like, gosh, this girl cannot stop touching her face. Like, no, it's because there's fur, very small fur floaties everywhere. Yeah, that's what happens when you're an ear maker. I know, Isaac, it's crazy. It's like I felt like July just started. And I'm like, wasn't 4th of July yesterday? I feel like this summer is going by really fast too. It's just crazy. I know this year has been going by fast, but then I think about all that has happened and I'm like, so much has happened this year. It's crazy. Alrighty. Got some snow fox ears done. Let's see. Here I have the candy corns next to me. Little candy corn ears. Oh, I should probably make more paint. I realize I have run out of pink. I still have a good amount of white, yellow, and burnt sienna, but I think this pink. Aw, man. Do I have to? Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to cut open this bottle. So this is what I do to, yeah, because this is the only pink I have. I don't have any more pink. I'm gonna bring this over. So as you can see, there's still like a lot of paint left in the container. So what I end up doing is I get like a baby jar of like an old jar. This is all dried paint in here, by the way. And I will label them colors. And I'll just cut them open. To get the paint still inside. I used to work at a little crafting studio, and this is what we always did. I learned that from this crafting studio to try to save money. Because, like, look, there's still, like, a lot of paint in there. You can kind of see. And that would all be wasted. So whenever we got these tubes of paint at the end and customers were like, oh, can I throw this away? We're like, no, we'll put them off to the side. And I would then take the bottles and we would actually put them in the same to-go containers as like ketchup that you for like restaurants, because they were disposable. And also it wasn't glass, it was plastic. And the little lids were like easy for kids to access. And for birthday parties and stuff, rather than letting the kids have these tubes of paint, because they would literally just like squeeze out the entire tube on a pallet, use one dot of paint, and throw the whole thing away. And it's like, great, you just wasted a whole tube. So what we would do is we would cut these open, put them in the like to-go ketchup containers, and bring that out for like birthday parties and stuff, and let the kids like either they can paint directly from there, or they can scoop out the paint and put it onto a palette. Kind of didn't matter. And yeah, so we would just do that. and it saved a ton of paint that way. And then at the tables where there'd be all the crafting stations and stuff for the birthday parties, kids could just help themselves. And if some kid brilliantly decided to like stick, like mix up the colors and stuff, we would just toss it. Oh well. Or sometimes just scoop out the like first layer on the top, and then it was like clean paint underneath. Oh, rose perm. Be like, not perm rose, primrose. Perm rose. That's so funny. Yeah, so yeah, it's. But the only thing with this and this method is that the paint is not good for very long, unfortunately. It only lasts maybe a week in these baby food jars before it's all dried up, because it does have a rubber seal, but the rubber seal is really not good enough to keep the paint, like, keeping the paint from getting dried out. But I am planning on making a ton of ears, so within this time that the paint will stay good, I should be able to use up what's left of this paint. I should be okay and not waste too much. Sometimes when this happens, I'll wait to do this to a tube until I'm like painting something where I know I'll use a lot of that color, like the ears. Well, also I had no choice because this is my only tube of pink that I have left. I need to go paint shopping again too. There we go. And then that is how. Hi. You have a Miss Ivy. Aww. Oh, so she's gonna be all relaxed. Thank you for Miss Ivy.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey y'all. Miss Ivy, say hello to everyone. Yeah. There's Miss Ivy. She's a sleepy baby. Do you want to sleep behind me and not get into stuff? I'm okay if you want to do that. She's so cute. She's actually just sitting right here. She's like, I was wakened from my nap. Gotta wash this brush real good. Alrighty, and then I should have done this before I washed my brush, but I'm gonna take some paint and put it on my palette. There we go. Alrighty. And I can't believe it's already time, but I feel bad. I just like got out all this paint and everything. I'll at least paint one more set of ears and then I'll call the stream there. How's that? I know it always goes so fast, doesn't it? Hi, Miss Ivy. Hey, what you doing? What you doing? Hmm? She gets kisses. Lots of kisses. Well, I didn't quite hit my goal of getting all the ears painted, which I wanted to do, but oh well. Um, I still think, I mean, I did paint a lot of ears though. So, not much was lost. And you know what? It's better than nothing. I know, it always does. Ooh, nice win. Got a big cup of coffee. That sounds nice. Yeah. I'll at least finish up this set of ears here because I'm like, I'm not gonna mix up all this paint for nothing. I don't want to do that. It'd make me sad. There we go. Yeah, off stream I'll definitely finish painting these ears later today so that I can move forward on them. As for tomorrow's stream, not completely sure what I will work on. Maybe the ears, maybe get back to the little accelerator chibis. Maybe I'll get back to the accelerator chibis because I think the ears will be they'll be moving on to headbands, unless if you want to watch me attach them to the headbands. Might be entertaining. I don't know, maybe not. I feel like even when I do, like, it's so weird to find the right camera angle to show how I wire wrap them. Even when I do like my tutorials for the socials, I'm like, all the camera angles look bad. I never know how to like show off how I wire wrap them, I feel like, in a good representation way. There we go. And Ivy is doing her toilet. She is cleaning herself. Yes, you are. Alrighty. Well, there we go. Work done. Got done most of them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 pairs I still have to paint. And I thought I could get it all done. It's okay. I could have probably gotten more done if I didn't spend time putting this paint in a jar, but oh well. At least you guys know this trick now. So if you ever run into have just scraping the bottom of a paint little paint tube, that yes, you can save the paint. Doesn't keep it for long, but it works. Alrighty, well, thank you everyone for joining today's stream. It was good, it was fun. Got a lot done here. And as for tomorrow's stream, yeah, we'll see. I'll see where I go. What I can get done with the ears. Possibly it'll be painting. I'm gonna be starting a new cosplay I haven't announced yet, so I don't know, maybe I could work on that. I'll see where I get with it, if I make some stencils, and if I need a t-shirt. I need to find a shirt to paint, but yeah, I'm gonna be announcing that later when what my next cosplay is gonna be. It's very casual version of a character because I just don't have a lot of time, so it's very like just it's yeah, it's gonna be casual. But Ivy, come say hello. Come say goodbye. I mean, come say goodbye. Ivy says goodbye. She's like, I was doing my toilet. Why did you have to disturb me? Alrighty, well, thank you everyone. Non, thank you Evolea, thank you Win. Thank you everyone for joining, and I will see you all tomorrow at the same time. As for now, bye!